Science Beetle.
Welcome back. So in this video, I want to go ahead and continue our discussion from last video. Last time we had talked about variable assignment. We had mentioned that assignment was essentially giving a meaning to a variable that you had declared, giving it a meaning in terms of its value with respect to either a string, a number, another function perhaps, but we had only addressed one variable at a time. What I want to do here is kind of expand on that discussion and show you what happens when you do a multivariable assignment. So in other words, you're assigning value to more than one variable at a time. And so let's just go ahead and look at this example from last time. Let's move this line up a bit, comment it out. And let's kind of look at what we did last time. So we had said that the variable x equals to a value of 1. We had said that y is equal to a value of 2, and then z has a value of, say, 3. Now, we were able to kind of go through these individually, and as long as you run it, nothing's going to display in the shell or in the console, largely because we're not displaying it to the screen for the viewer to see. So rather than display things here in separate lines, what we can do is we can actually put all of these in one line. So we can say here that variable x, comma, y, comma, z. So what we're doing is providing the names of each of the three variables. All these variable names are separated by a comma, and then we can just say equals, and then we can give them the corresponding value for each of these variables. So the very first value I give is going to correspond to the first variable x. And so in this case, I would say 1, comma, and then the second value will correspond to y, so that would be 2, and then separate that by a comma, and then I would put the value of 3. These two methods of declaring variables and assigning the value to them is equivalent. So for example, if I run this, of course I'm not going to get anything, but we'll go ahead and just use that print function that we used last time. So let's go ahead and print, and we are going to print inside. Let's put no space between it, and I'm going to comment out this line here just to show you that if I put a variable in here, x, we should see it displayed out here. We should see a 1 displayed. And so we do see that, and we'll test that again with y, and we'll run that there, see a 2, and then just to full proof of concept here, we'll put z, and we should see the number 3 displayed over here. So that's great there. So let's go and test the other one. Let's uncomment this, and then we'll go ahead and comment all of these out here like that. And then let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and put comments on all of these. So let's do a multi-line comment here, comment, comment, and a comment there. And so now, if we go ahead and commit that, and we go ahead and press here and enter x here, what we should see is the value of 1 shared in the shell or in the console. And in fact, we see that. And so let's go ahead and test y as well, so you can see what the answer there should be 2 when it comes through, and there it is. And then we'll do one more for z, and you can see we get the same value there as well. So as you can see, it doesn't matter if we declare them in line format here like this, or if we declare them like this as a multiple assignment for a variable. They're all going to give us the same values when we declare them. So the reason you want to make a multivariable assignment is, one, if you notice here the amount of space that was required in the declaration up above, takes a lot more space, a lot more lines. So we have codes there for variables x, y, and z. They span the code lines of 4, 5, and 6, whereas we were able to take care of all of those assignments in one line. This second one, way of declaring and assigning value of the variables in line 8 is actually preferred, saves space, and that's really the main idea here when you declare everything on one line. So give that a try and see how that works out to you. In the next video, we're going to go ahead and continue our discussion here, and I'm going to spend a little bit more time talking about the print function. See you then.